young beau called to see if she'd like to go to see a show, but Miss Kate said no. I'll tell you what you can do. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Katie Casey saw all the games, knew the players by their first names, told the umpire he was wrong all along, good and strong. When the score was just 2-2, Katie Casey knew what to do. Just to cheer up the boys she knew, she made the gang sing this song. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Greetings, folks, and welcome to live coverage of Orioles baseball, where tonight the Baltimore Orioles will be taking on the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim in the second game of a 3-game series at Angel Stadium in Anaheim, California. How you doing, folks? It's Saturday Night Live with Gunnar Henderson, Adley Rutschman, Ced Mullins, Jackson Holliday, Ryan O'Hearn. That's right, folks. Saturday Night Live in California. How you doing? I'm the BirdWatcher. People call me BW for short. And tonight, I'm calling my 200th consecutive Orioles game. Yay! We got any buttons for this?
Baltimore, you are seeing history being made today.
I guess so. A little bit of history. I don't think there's another YouTuber that has reached this milestone. Not for the Orioles, anyway. The hope that this is just the beginning. Just a little recognition for the work put in, the commitment, the loyalty, good times, bad times, anything in between. I plan to be here. And I hope I can get a streak about as long as that sub count number up there. Got about a decade to go or so. But, we'll see. If I can get to Ripken's streak, I don't think I'll have any hair left. If it is, it won't be black. It'll be gray, probably. But anyway, we got a game tonight. I do have a donation site set up for tonight. It's always been around. It's always been in my description. I don't really advertise it much. I feel weird about coming out and asking for people to financially support the channel. But this stream is sort of a telethon, streamathon, whatever you want to call it. And this website that I have posted in the chat and in the description on the scrolling text at the bottom of your screen, it's set up in such a way where you can donate publicly, you can leave your name and you can leave a message, or you can donate anonymously. And the reason why I like that is it allows for everybody that's here to watch games to not feel any sort of shame or guilt if they have no ability to donate or just don't feel like donating. That's all perfectly fine. There's no obligation or expectation. I don't feel entitled. But just so you know, we've got it set up in such a way where nobody should be feeling strange or weird about whether or not they're going to support the channel. But I would ask that if you do send support tonight, that you do go to that website, because the Ko-Fi.com/birdwatcher, there it is. They take just a tiny little fraction of your donation as a payment for them, much less than what YouTube takes. When you guys send your super chats and stickers here in YouTube, it's all very helpful. I would never discourage you from doing it. But just so you know, if you want to actually help me a little bit more and have your donation go a little bit farther to where more of it goes to me and not to YouTube, then that's the way to do it, folks. It's a website that you can trust. I've been on it now for a while, and a lot of other YouTubers use something similar. Buy your YouTube content person a cup of coffee kind of a thing, $5, whatever it is you want it to be. But listen, folks, baseball's the number one priority. I'm going to call the game tonight. I'm not going to, put that on the back burner. We're going to get to some baseball tonight. Starting pitching matchup, folks. Kyle Gibson is going to make his third start since joining the team. His first start was a disaster. His second start showed some signs of improvement. We're hoping he can put it all together today. Record of 0-1 and an ERA of 14.09. That ERA is going to come down today. I'm going to go ahead and guarantee it. He will be facing a right-hander for the Angels who I am not familiar with, Jack Kochanowicz. If he was on this team last season, I have no memory, but he has been a regular starter in the rotation. He's already had 6 decisions, a record of 1-5. And an ERA of 5.79. So to me, that says if our offense can show just a little bit of, a little bit of something, a little bit of passion, a little bit of drive, a little bit of desire, I think we can get to this guy. So Gibson versus Kochanowicz, and hopefully the bats are going to be ready tonight because this looks like it's not going to be a pitching duel. By any means. This is not right. They've got the wrong person hitting leadoff. We do have a major change in the lineup tonight, folks. And if you've been following your boy, the Birdwatcher, here on the channel, you know for about the past week, 10 days, I've been calling on Brandon Hyde to make one significant change in this lineup, and that is to move Jackson Holliday to the top of the order and move Sed Mullins down toward the bottom part. Basically, flip-flop these guys in the lineup. Jackson's been doing very well, drawing walks and getting hits. And Mullins, he has been our savior in April, but so far in the month of May, it's been a disaster for him. And tonight, Brandon Hyde has finally made the move. Now, are you going to be 100% happy with this lineup? Probably not, because by the time I get to the number 9 hitter, you may be rolling your eyes. But here is the lineup. Jackson Holliday is going to lead off for the first time in his major league career and play second base. Adley Rutschman will do the catching and bat second. Gunnar Henderson is going to DH tonight. He's hitting third. Ryan Mountcastle's at first base, the cleanup hitter. Ryan O'Hearn is in the outfield tonight. Right field, batting fifth. Sed Mullins moves down to the 6th spot in center field, where you would expect. Heston Kjerstad will bat 7th and be in left field. Emmanuel Rivera, who's been a blessing since his call-up, 8 for his first 19, hitting .421. He's at third base, batting 8th. And finally, Jorge Mateo is in the lineup, folks. I know. Just, all right. Get it out of the way. I know. Mateo's in the lineup, playing shortstop and batting 9th. Now, folks, you're asking yourself, why is Jorge Mateo in the lineup? Why? Well, I do think there is a reason. Gunnar Henderson is DHing tonight. I don't know why that is. I've looked around for a potential explanation. Maybe Gunnar has got some sort of minor injury where they think he can still hit, but maybe don't want to risk him playing in the field. And if that's the case, then you have to play Mateo. If you're going to start Holliday like you need to, Mateo is really the only other middle infielder option on the team right now. So Yes, he hasn't helped the team. He's going up against a right-handed starter. It doesn't seem to make a whole lot of sense. But again, if Gunnar Henderson, if we're in a situation where we can use his bat, but we can't use him in the field, then that would explain things. Otherwise, we got a very lefty-heavy lineup. First 7 batters in the lineup, just one right-handed pitcher. Yeah. And we'll get to the Angels lineup here in just a moment, but I want to go ahead and get the ball game up because I keep forgetting this is not a 15-minute intro. It's closer to 12 or 13. It's a weird start time out here on the West Coast. Something like 8:38 or 9:38 p.m. Eastern. So that should just be in a couple of minutes. All right, we got some guys out there surfing. We're in California. All right, for the Angels, leading off and playing shortstop, Zach Neto. Nolan Shanwell is batting second and playing at first base. Yohan Moncada, who had a triple last night, he'll be at third base and batting third. Taylor Ward is the DH and cleanup hitter. Logan O'Hoppe will do the catching and bat fifth. Luis Renifo will hit sixth and play second base. Joe Adell out in right field batting seventh. Kyron Paris, who looked a little bit shaky out there in center field last night, is playing there again and hitting eighth. And Matthew Lugo, who came on as a defensive replacement for Paris in center field and then made a really bad read on a ball. Didn't go as an error, but definitely a mistake by Lugo. He is starting tonight, and first start for Lugo. He does not have an at-bat on the season. He is playing in left field, batting ninth. All right, there you go, folks. Your starting pitchers, your lineups. Any news or notes to go over before we get started? Not really a whole lot. Matt Bowman cleared waivers and has been outrighted back to AAA. So Bowman survives a round of waivers. Nobody claimed him. So we're able to send him back down to AAA without losing him. Meanwhile, Zach Eflin is set to make his return for tomorrow afternoon's finale here in Anaheim. Welcome to the Rock. That giant rock formation out there in left center field here in Anaheim. The signature piece of this ballpark that's been around a long time now, since the 60s, I believe. This is an old ballpark. All right, Jake Kochanowicz. I hope he stinks. He is taking his final warm-up pitches here. In fact, I think he's taken his last one because Jackson Holliday is in the batter's box, folks. We're ready for baseball. And before the first pitch, the catcher and home plate umpire are coming out to talk to Kochanowicz. Let me guess, the earpiece. Yep, same old, same old. All right, well, what an exciting way to begin the ball game. Boy, I'm looking extra pink. Holy cow, folks. The support has begun. Garrett Family Aquatics. Again, folks, going to the Ko-Fi website, Ko-Fi, ko-fi/birdwatcher is the best way to donate, but I'm not going to complain if you donate in any way you see fit. Garrett Family Aquatics with a $10 super chat. Thank you so much, sir.
Message for you, son. Message for you, son.
Happy 200th game, BW. Let's get the party started early on the field, too, hopefully. Yes, I hope so as well. Thank you, Garrett.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
All that before the first pitch. And here it comes. It's a fastball at 97 on the outside corner for strike one. 0-1 pitch. Hit on the ground. Second base through the hole. Jackson Holliday has got a knack for finding the hole with balls hit on the ground. He's done it again. Another hard hit worm burner into right center field. A leadoff single from the leadoff man, Jackson Holliday. I like it. I like it a lot. Adley Rutschman coming up.
Let the clutch out gently, okay?
And he takes a called strike right on the outside edge. Rutschman's hitting .202. Still waiting for that scoreboard to get ready. Still wondering why I'm so pink looking. That's a little bit better. 0-1 on Rutschman. Pitch. Called strike. That is outside, Blue. 2 pitches. All right, well, we have to adjust. This umpire is going to give the outside corner an extra inch or two. You got to cover the outside. 0-2 on Adley. Holliday at first, nobody out, just getting started. Pitch. Low. A sinker at 98. So upper 90s stuff from Kochanowicz. 1-2 pitch. That's hit on the ground. Off the pitching mound. Gets to the shortstop. They go to second for one, over to first. And it's a double play. When are we moving Adley down in the lineup? Gunnar Henderson, base is empty, 2 down. Takes outside for ball 1. That's at 99 miles an hour. So Kochanowicz clearly can throw hard. I'm guessing maybe he's got some command issues. That's on the outside edge. Called a strike, 1-1. The pitch. That ball's drilled down the right field line, but it's foul. Hooking well foul, actually. Gunner's hitting .258 at the moment. Swing and a miss. He chased a fastball half a foot outside, and the inning is over. Well, it started promising. A leadoff hit by Holliday, but he is wiped out on a double play, and Kochanowicz winds up facing the minimum. At the end of half an inning, it's the Orioles nothing and the Angels coming up. I tell you what. So, folks, here's what it looks like, just so maybe you can get a little bit of familiarity so you don't freak out. Page looks like this. There you go. Ko-fi.com/birdwatcher. You know you're in the right place if you got Brooks Robinson shirts, if you got my crazy looking ass right here. And then there you go. You can see me when I was 10 years younger. That's an old photo. But head on over here. Please. I really need it. That's the truth. Let's see. Let me go into Rock Kabatko's right up here. Oh, I'm sorry. That is Brian Roberts. So Sed Mullins is 1 for his last 30. And we finally moved him down in the order. Even though Kochanowicz throws upper 90s, he's not a strikeout pitcher. He's only averaging 3.4 Ks per 9 last year, 4.8 this season. Left-handers are hitting 305 off of him. The only guy in the lineup with any experience is Ramon Laureano. He's not in the lineup, though. He's 1 for 3 with a home run. All right, Zach Neto at the plate for the Angels, and the first pitch from Gibson is a strike. We're in the bottom of the first. Next offering is low and away on a sweeper. Count even up at 1-1. The Orioles, by the way, wearing, again, their black road jersey tops with the gray pants. The Angels wearing their all whites with the red trim. This pitch is fouled off to the left, 1-2. Zach Neto came into last night's ballgame hitting 300. Did not get a hit, knocking his average down to 284. Oh, wait, I'm still over here. Sorry. Let me get you back over to the screen. I forgot. 1-2 pitch. That one's lifted into left. And gonna get down for a base hit. A leadoff single by Neto. The Orioles defensively left to right, Kerstad, Mullins, and O'Hearn. Rivera at third, Mateo at short, Holiday at second, Mountcastle at first, and Rutschman behind the plate. We'll probably get Maverick Hanley behind the plate for the day game tomorrow. Here's a called strike to Nolan Schanuel. He is hitting 248. Just 2 home runs, 9 driven in 36 games. That ball's hit hard on the ground and through a base hit. And going first to third is Neto. The Angels have runners at the corners and nobody out to begin the bottom of the first. Gibson's in big trouble immediately. Here is Yoan Moncada. Had a triple in last night's ball game. Came in to score the only run for the Angels. Hit on the ground, and that's a base hit in the right. 3 straight hits to begin the ball game, and the Angels lead at 1-0. Runners at first and third, still nobody out. 7 pitches in, 3 hits. That ball left up, middle of the plate. 1-0 Angels. Taylor Ward. First pitch to him is popped up. Gonna score another run. Mullins with the catch. Runner tagging from third. He will score. It's 2-0 Angels with 1 out. Runner at first base. Sac fly for Taylor Ward. Well, great start. Logan O'Hoppe, right-handed hitting catcher, takes a pitch that looked like it kissed the outside edge, but Gibson doesn't get the call. It's 1-0. That one's low and away, 2-0. Next pitch from Gibson. That's hit hard. Just foul, third base side. 2-1 on Ohapi. Here comes the next pitch. It's fouled back, 2-2. Ground ball here would help. 2-2 pitch. That's outside. Ohapi did not offer at it. It's a full count. Payoff pitch. First to throw over to the bag at first. Moncada's back in. He could be running with a full count, 1 out. Payoff pitch. Nope, another throw. That was just a lob over to first. No more free checks. Not in this at bat. Payoff pitch. Moncada doesn't go. Swing and a miss, and Ohapi chased ball 4. We'll take it.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
First strikeout of the day for Kyle Gibson. 2 down in the inning. Luis Renifo. Switch hitting second baseman. Batting from the left side. Takes inside for ball 1 on a cutter from Gibson. Renifo batting .213. A single home run, 9 driven in. Made a nice defensive play last night. That pitch is inside again, 2-0. Two runs in for the Angels. We're here in the bottom of the first. 2 down, runner at first base. The 2-0 pitch is fouled at the plate. 2-1. They had over 30,000 people in attendance here last night for a game between a couple of teams struggling and an Angels team that doesn't really have any star players on it right now. Mike Trout down with another injury. That 2-1 pitch is fouled straight back. It's 2-2. This crowd doesn't appear to be quite as large, but not too shabby. Here comes the 2-2. Up and in, full count. Next pitch from Gibson will be the 20th of the inning. With the runner at first and a full count, 2 down, he will take off Moncada. Here comes the payoff pitch, and it's ball 4. Low and inside. When Gibson's missing, it's not even close. They're pitches that the batters aren't even offering at. They're just staring at pitches that they know are out of the zone. You gotta be around the zone, Kyle. 2 on, 2 out for Joe Adele. Pitch. That's a sinker in there for a strike. Adele hitting 198. Once played alongside Kyle Farmer. That's when he had Farmer and Adele. Get it? Hey, it's 0-2. 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on, 2 runs in. Oh-2 pitch. Swing and a foul tip. We'll do it again. Because, see, one guy's name is Farmer and the other guy's name Adele. Forget it. The 0-2. Way outside. 24 pitches in the inning, and I'd have to say about at least 10 of them have been pitches so far off the plate that they've been useless, pointless pitches. 1-2. There's another one. 2-2 after a pitch in the dirt. Let's remember that Hyde is 0-5. Again, we had a best of 3. We lost 2. We had a best of 5. We lost 3. We're 0-5 in the last 2 Octobers. Not saying it's a whole lot better than 0-6, but why make it worse than it truthfully is? 2-2 on Adele. Lifted in the air and out of play. We'll do it again. Gibson's about to throw his 28th pitch of the inning. And I am sweating now. Ooh, hot coffee. Chilo's sent a donation. Thank you, Chilo. Here's a check swing on a pitch inside, and he went around.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Well, Gibson got off to a terrible start. 3 straight hits and then a sac fly as well. Puts 2 runs on the board for the Angels in the first. We go to the second inning. Baltimore 0, the Angels 2. And what just happened to my scoreboard here? Scoreboard's freaking out. Well, let me go in here and see if you did it publicly or not there, Chilo. I'm checking it out. Boom. Chilo says, congrats. Daniel as well gave support. Daniel says, keep up the great work, BW. Chilo says, congrats on 200 straight games, BW. Let's go, O's. Fantastic. Thank you, folks. I don't even know what the amount is. I guess on this page they don't show it. I'd have to go into the profile area. But whatever it is, it doesn't matter. It's anything. Any amount of support is not only appreciated, but extremely necessary. I got to go grab a roll of paper towels or something to wipe the film of sweat that is gathering on my face right now. It just got crazy hot in here. I don't know what's going on. Maybe the weather's heating up outside. We had a lot of rain last night. And sometimes a big rain followed by a hot morning. It's like a sauna out there. All the steam coming up from the water on the ground. Why am I explaining it? I don't know. But I'll be back here in just a sec. Okay? Whoops. There we go. 1 sec. Oh, wow. Okay, first pitch to Mountcastle is ball one.
Okay, mount up.
Let's go. We need to get on the board here. Called strike on the outside edge. 1-1 on Mountie. He's hitting 208. Thank you, Dan. Pitch. Grounded foul off to the right. What is going on with the scoreboard tonight? It's doing weird things. There we go. 1-2 on Mountie. Foul back. 98-mile-an-hour heater from Kochanowicz. Blood, sweat, and tears, Chilo. Blood, sweat, and tears. That one's in on the hands and fouled away again. 1-2, still the count on Mountcastle. About 3/4 of the pitches thrown by Kochanowicz is some version of the fastball, the four-seamer or the sinker. That one's hit on the ground, foul again. Mountie hanging tough. Come on, buddy, mount up.
Okay, mount up.
Need that leadoff man on. Hey, thank you, Bruce. Thank you so much. That pitch is low and in. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody throws more fastballs than this guy. That ball's hit on the ground, but right to short. Neto with a lob throw to first. In time, 1 away. Mountcastle is retired 6-3 on the putout. Blue Jays and Mariners are scoreless in the bottom of the second. The Yankees lost earlier today to Oakland despite a couple of Aaron Judge home runs. Excuse me, not Oakland, the Athletics. Forgive me. Ryan O'Hearn takes a called strike.
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
The Padres are on top of the Rockies 20-0. Man, folks, you think you got a bat? Imagine being a Rockies fan. Here's a swing and a foul ball by O'Hearn. The count is 0-2. What do the Rockies have? Like 5 wins on the season? Maybe 6? It is bad out there in Colorado. Something like 6-30 is their record. And now they're losing 20-0. Ryan O'Hearn fouls one back. 6-33. Ow. So this will be their 40th game, which is the quarter mark of the season. They are on pace to win 24 games. There's a called strike 3 to O'Hearn. Down he goes, 2 away. 24 wins. And that would be what? 138 losses? That is insane. Yeah, they're well on pace. They're well on pace. Here's Ced Mullins. Called strike on the outside edge. Mullins hitting 6th tonight. Just 1 hit in his last, week, I'd say. That ball's hit hard and foul off to the right. The count is 0-2. Two down, nobody on. And 0-2 to Mullins. That's hit hard. Get back. That ball's going to stay up and be caught on the edge of the warning track in right field to win the inning. Decent swing by Mullins. Sounded good off the bat. Just didn't quite square it up. The Orioles go quietly on to the bottom of the second, 2-0 Angels. That's right. 200. I guess I should have looked up to see if there was any appropriate sound bites for the number 200. I could look real quick. Let's see. If I just type in 200, what does it get me? That doesn't seem to work. Maybe I have to type it out. 200. Let's see.
200.
200.
That's from Fantasy Island.
200?
That's Gilligan's Island.
200.
That's from Taken. This is from Gremlins.
200.
South Park.
200.
200.
That might be the one. City of Angels? Is that Nick Cage romantic comedy or whatever?
200. 200. Fuck you, bitch.
Whoa. Sorry.
200.
Sorry. Whoa.
200.
Jeez. All right, I don't know what that is. All right, here we go. Bottom of the second inning. This ball is fouled off by Kyron Paris. 0-1 on him. He's hitting .214, number 8 hitter Paris. So we're going with South Park?
200.
200.
Okay. The 0-1 to Paris. That one's chopped foul, 0-2. Hey, Patrick, thank you. Well, to be perfectly honest, the milestone isn't official until this game is official. So we got to get to the bottom of the fifth inning before it's officially 200 games in the books. It's just like Cal's streak, remember? Except not nearly as important or nearly as impressive or nearly as anything. Other than that, it's very similar. Here's the 1-2 to Paris. Low, 2-2. Let's see, where do I want to put this? The 2-2. On the outside edge at the knees, called strike 3.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Another strikeout for Gibson. All right, where do I want to put this? Maybe in here somewhere. Matthew Lugo takes a sweeper for a called strike, 0-1. Lugo, this is his first at-bat of the season. He came in as a defensive replacement last night. Oh, 1 is in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. All right, I'm going to get rid of this one. And what was the name of... I already forgot the name of what I downloaded. 200. Okay. 1-1 pitch to Lugo is high, 2-1. Swing and a miss on the sweeper. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Next pitch is swung on and missed. Another strikeout for Gibby. Folks, he's starting to settle in.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Starting to settle in a little bit. Little bit. All right, let's see how this works.
200.
200.
200.
200.
All right, it's in the board. Here's the 1-0 to Neto. On the outside edge, Gibson finding the corners here in the second inning. 1 ball, 1 strike. We've got four, what do you call it? Notifications on the Ko-Fi site. 1-1 pitch. Low and away, 2 balls and 1 strike. Coconut Gun is supporting me as well. Thank you to Coconut Gun. Coffee all the way from gorgeous Prince George's. Thanks so much, Coconut Gun. This ball's grounded in the hole at short. Mateo with a long throw in time, and the inning is over. Gibson, after a rocky first inning, looks much better in the second. Angels retired in order. We go to the third. The Orioles need to get on the board. It's 2-0 LA. Kjerstad, Rivera, and Mateo, bottom of the order, due up. So Coconut Gun, I don't know if you have a name in the Charm City chat, if you want to be identified or not. If you do, just let me know in the chat that that's you, and I'll thank you here in the chat. Otherwise, if you'd like your anonymity, which is perfectly understandable, just want to say thanks. Either way, appreciate it, folks. Once again, folks, if you're just tuning in tonight, again, I'm the only person on the channel. I wish I had like a co-host that could sit here and talk about, tonight's celebration stream, as I call my consecutive game number 200. It may not sound like a lot, folks, but believe me, it is. And it's particularly impressive. How the hell did I get way the hell over here? Why am I over here? There. Huh? What is this? How did I get over there? You belong over here. There, put you over there. So now I'm over here. Okay, that's better. Hey, everybody. I forgot what I was going to say. Yeah. Fix my hair. I got like one random hair. That's how you know it's sweaty in here. You got one hair. Oh, boy. I completely lost my train of thought, folks. I'll get back to it. And what happened over here to the scoreboard? What in the hell's going on, Bobby? Okay, I think we're okay. Here we go. Heston Kjerstad. Top of the third. Pitch is up and away for ball 1. Kjerstad is due. Yeah, I think I need a co-host to talk about all the donation stuff for tonight. Because me doing it just makes it sound kind of scuzzy. I don't know. I don't like it. But I have to do it. The channel needs a bit of a bump to get through a rough stretch here. 1-1 pitch is outside to Kjerstad. 2-1 the count. That one's hit right back to Kochanowicz. Over to first in time. Kjerstad retired on a comebacker. One away. We got to get to this dude. He's not good. Come on, offense. Are the Caps on tonight? They're on every night. When do they ever get a night off? Rivera looks at a called strike, even though he got out of the way of a pitch he thought was coming up and in on him. The 0-1 is off the plate, 1-1. The Rays won earlier today, beating the Brewers 3-2. One Rivera. Smacked foul off to the right. Ms. Janet has entered the building. Please throw flower petals at her feet. This pitch is fouled away, 1-2. How you doing, Janet? What was that noise? I just heard a weird beep that I guess came from my phone. It was a beep I've never heard of in my life. It sounded like a heart monitor. Pitch off the plate to Rivera. Count even up at 2-2. 1 out, nobody on, top of the third. The Orioles trying to do something. Jackson Holliday led off the game with a hit, got wiped out by a double play, and it's been nothing since. Chopper, third base. That is a fair ball. Throwing off balance in time is Moncada to get the out. 2 away. Rex Ryan has entered the chat. All right. Well, I know how to get Rex Ryan to send a donation for the channel. BW's just got to show one of his feet. Let me see if I can get it up here on the screen. Hold on. That's my foot. Check swing by Mateo, ball 1. Base is empty, 2 down. Mateo, no homers, no RBI. Couple of hits on the season. Takes low, 2-0. Take another pitch, Jorge. He does. It's 3-0. Take another pitch, Jorge. And if it's a strike, then take another pitch. That's a strike. Take another pitch, Jorge. Three, 1. Ball 4. Hey, Mateo, you listened.
I'm walking here.
Folks, when people listen to BW, good things happen. Why don't more people just listen to me? Why? I'm tired of being marginalized. Fast runner at first base, 2 down. Holliday at the plate. First pitch is outside for ball 1. Let's get a bugle going. Holliday with a base hit tonight, the only hit for the Orioles. Mateo needs to run. And he will be able to get to second base as the ball is thrown away. It doesn't get far, but far enough for Mateo. That'll be an error on the pitcher, Kochanowicz, with the errant throw on the check on Mateo at first. The runner at second base now. And now a hit from Holiday gets a run back. 1-0 count. Outside 2-0. Little 2-out magic. The Angels seem to be gifting us a chance. I say we take them up on their offer. Here comes Ron Washington. One of the few managers left out there that'll go out and talk to a pitcher without yanking him. Has Brandon Hyde ever come out to talk to a pitcher without coming out to remove that pitcher? I don't think I've ever seen it. Two and 0 the count on Holiday, folks. Here comes the 2-0 from Kochanowicz. Outside, not even close. It's 3-0. Whoops, that was too early. Come on. Pitch. Takes ball 4. Get on first. First and second, 2 down.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
All right, Adley. Come on, dude. Come on. Adley, we have anointed you the captain of this team since the day you got called up. 3 seasons back now? These are the moments we need you. First pitch. Inside, ball 1. A changeup. Adley just 3 for 23 on the season with runners in scoring position. This one's popped straight up on the infield. Shortstop with the catch, inning over, 2 men left on. Jesus. Adley. Folks, here's a hot take. Adley Rutschman is putting up backup catcher numbers, and then we went out and signed a backup catcher for $8.5 million, who's putting up worse numbers and is hurt. I thought catching was supposed to be our strong suit. This was where we're supposed to have an advantage over most teams. Wow, look at us. We got catchers that can hit. Oh, boy. Bottom of the third coming up. What's this? George came in with a support. Thank you, George. George Malizia. I hope I didn't butcher your name. Thanks so much for the support there, George.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
Guys, I'm going to send you guys a message back on the Ko-Fi site after the ball game. I'll be sure for everybody that messaged me or did anything. I'll be getting you back. I promise. Just let me do it after the ball game. Kyle Gibson on for his third inning of work. He's got 4 strikeouts in the first 2 innings, but he's also given up a pair of runs, 3 hits, and a walk. You'll have the 2, 3, 4 hitters up for the Angels. Sean Well at the plate, and first pitch is outside for ball 1. Folks, no matter what happens tonight, you better get back here for a late afternoon game tomorrow. Worst case scenario, we'll still be going for the series win. Best case scenario, going for a sweep. But either way, it's the return of Zach Eflin on the mound, and that should make you pretty darn happy. 2-0 to Sean Well. That one's drilled deep to center. Mullins is going back and makes the catch up against the wall. Oh my, Sean Well nearly got it out of here. Hit it to the wrong part of the yard, though. Mullins covering all the ground, as he often does, for a loud first out. Yoan Moncada takes low. 1-0. Moncada has a hit already tonight. That pitch is on the outside edge. 1 ball, 1 strike. Against Gibson, Moncada's had plenty of success. 9 for 23. That's good for a 391 average. And that's a pretty big sample size. That ball's hit on the ground. First base side. Fair ball. Mountcastle will take it to the bag unassisted for out number 2. 2 down in the third. Gibson has settled down. And that'll bring up Taylor Ward. Hit a sac fly his first time up, so no at-bat official yet tonight. Yeah, honestly, if you take Adley Rutschman, if you take the numbers or the names off the players' stats, and he just threw them all onto a piece of paper, and he mixed Adley's offensive numbers in there with everybody else in the league, you would look at that and go, okay, that guy is kind of a average to below average catcher. And that's just offensively. Oh, 1 pitch is outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. And for most teams, they have a below average hitting catcher. You know where they hit in the lineup? 8th, 9th, maybe 7th on a weak team. And we just continue to hit our guy 2nd or 3rd. Which, look, when he's running good, that's where he belongs. But he's not been running good for about a year. That ball's hit hard, and a nice stop at third base by Rivera across the diamond in time, and the inning is over. Good defense here in the inning from the Orioles. Rivera's been very sharp over there at the hot corner. We move on now to the 4th. Still 2-0 Los Angeles. Hey, folks, I know tonight's all about helping out the channel with the fundraiser, but we still have some other goals we'd like to hit. We've got about 100 people watching the game right now, but only half of you have hit the like button. We need that other half. We need that other half to join in. So, folks, if you're watching along right now, we got a break in the action. All you got to do is tap that thumb at the bottom of your screen. It's just a little gesture, and it really does help out the channel. It's how channels like this survive. We just, and I mean just, cleared 100 likes last night. It took a post-game run in order to get there. But for a night like tonight, with the celebration, celebrate good times, come on. And look, folks, if you send a donation and you want to put in some sort of special request from BW, you want me to put out a special message, you want me to do one of my stupid impressions, you want me to sing a few bars from your favorite 80s one-hit wonder new wave band, whatever it might be, whatever you know I'm capable of, throw that in there, and I'll meet your request as well. This monkey is ready to dance tonight. We've got the 3, 4, and 5 hitters coming up. We've got a new Magic member, Ozman. The Ozman cometh.
Message for you, sir.
Thank you for joining, Ozman.
I offer you the opportunity to join me in glorious battle.
All right. Gunnar Henderson at the plate. First pitch.
His name's Gunnar and he's dating my mom.
Up and away for ball 1. Kochanowicz, 3 shutout innings. And I'm sick of it. This guy's not this good. That one's high, 2-0. Hard to say, Jacob. We need a couple of variables to change in order for it to happen, I feel. It's not too late, but we can't afford any more losing streaks like the one we just snapped last night. We got to start winning series one at a time. Try to get back to 500 by the All-Star break. Gunnar hits one down the left field corner and just foul of the pole there. Nearly snuck a cheap home run out. The count is 2-2. $50 pitches on the night for Kochanowicz. Yeah, Malik, you're not the only one that thought that. Swing and a miss, and Henderson chases a sinker in the dirt, strikes out. 1 down. Yeah, Ms. Janet Hill had posted that transaction in the Discord, the Charm City Discord. Just the announcement from the Orioles Twitter feed that said, the Orioles have made a roster move. We have added from the Seattle Mariners Luis F. Castillo for cash considerations. And I was like, oh my God, we got Castillo and all we had to do is pay him some cash? What, pay some of his contract off? We didn't even have to give up anybody? I'm so happy. I got to go live. I got to go on the air right now and talk about it. And then I'll dig a little bit deeper as Mountcastle swings and misses. 1-1 the count on Mountie.
Okay, mount up.
And then I realized what the F means in Luis F. Castillo. The F means we got F'd. It's the wrong guy. Here's a ground ball, base hit in the left field. Mountcastle finds the hole on the left side. A 1-out single. Turn on the faucet and send the tying run up to the plate. All right, we got some lefties coming up. Let's go. Ryan O'Hearn. First pitch to him is in the dirt, 1-0. Again, Kochanowicz, not much command. It would be wise to allow him to fall behind and then look for a fat pitch or take a walk. The 1-0. Inside, 2-0. Folks,
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
2-0 on O'Hearn. The pitch. Inside ball 3. Kochanowicz can't find the zone. Runner at first, 1 out. The Orioles down 2. A 3-0. Low and in, ball 4. Take your base.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
The tying runs are on. The tying runs are on. A single by Mountie, a walk to O'Hearn, and here comes Said.
Well said, now you know what to do.
Come on, Said. He looks at a pitch low, and here comes the catcher to talk to Kochanowicz. Come on, folks. I smell a rally. What happened to the scoreboard again at the top of the screen? What's with all the shenanigans, folks? I don't know. Oh, there it goes. Oh, now it's back. What do you want to do? All right. Are you going to stay there? Okay. All right. Said Mullins. Mound meeting is over. Said with the runners in scoring position with a 3.08 average. Pitch on the outside edge for a strike, 1-1. Come on, Said. We need a big hit. One. Outside, 2-1. Not close. Not close. Another lefty, Heston Kjerstad, is on deck. The 2-1 to Mullins. Low and in, check swing. He did not go. 3-1. Come on, folks. Hitters count. The pitch. That one's fouled away. A fastball, low part of the zone. It was a strike. It's a full count. Kochanowicz up to 63 pitches. The 3-2 to Mullins. Hit on the ground. And this could be 2. It will be 2. Replay that. Mullins is safe. They say the inning is over on a double play. I want to replay. Shit, he's out. Double play.
Big buck. Stop it all.
Folks, once again, tonight we celebrate our 200th game, which will be official now in about 1 inning as the game becomes official. We've had a few people already support the channel. We're hopefully not done. Again, this is a very important night, and I promise I'll not bring up a night like this again for another 100 games. All right? You're good to go all summer long into probably September until the next milestone. But I wouldn't be harping on it unless it was extremely necessary. So please, if you do have the ability to support, tonight is the night. Tonight is your night, bro. As BW rolls a special 200th lucky. A 200th special lucky on a Saturday night in LA. This is not my best improv song. Doesn't really have any rhyme or meter or anything. All right. Melanie Newman is holding up a giant plastic tub. What's in there, Melanie? Lube? Is that your hair gel? What's in there? Logan O'Hoppe at the plate. First pitch is a called strike from Kyle Gibson. More cookies? Great. There they are. Special delivery. It's cooked. Thank you, Chilo. Thank you for giving me the accurate answer when clearly I was going for a joke. Here's a ground ball to third. Rivera over to first in time. Went away. No, I didn't actually think it was a tub full of lube. Boy, Palmer's going to town quickly. Boy, for a guy who's never had hot wings, he's certainly had his share of cookies. Where's the milk? Luis Renifo hits a ball in the center. Mullins is going to stride in a few steps, make the catch. 2 down quickly in the fourth. What is going on with my scoreboard tonight? I don't know. Trout is not currently healthy, Doug. Not in the lineup, not with the team. Adele gets into one deep to left center, and that ball is going to go into the rock pile. For a solo home run, it's 3-0 Angels. 2 down in the fourth. Joe Adele. Home run ball given up by Gibby. Too many home run balls. Here's Kyron Paris. He takes a called strike. 3-0 Angels in the bottom of the fourth. Bases empty, 2 down. Paris is 0 for 1. Oh, 1 pitch. Hit hard on the ground. Backhanded by Mateo and deep in the hole. A bounce throw is offline. Gets away from Mountcastle. The runner will not advance. It should be an infield hit. But Mateo with another wild throw. Runner at first, 2 down. Matthew Lugo at the plate, 0 for 1. And he goes after the first pitch, hits it to center field and deep, and that ball is off the center field wall and rolls far away from Mullins. A run will score, and Lugo is going to make it all the way to third. That's his first hit of the season. Maybe in his career, I don't know, but he did not have an at-bat coming into tonight's game. And it looks like that may very well be his first major league hit. a triple with 2 out to score a run on a pitch, a breaking ball, started high, had the outside corner, but middle of the plate, middle of the zone, I guess I should say. It's 4-0. Back to the top of the order. Zach Neto takes low and away for ball 1. I don't know what happened to the scoreboard. Neto hits one to right. Long run for Ryan O'Hearn. He makes the catch along the edge of the warning track. And the inning is over, but the Angels have doubled up their lead. They had 2 runs in the first, 2 more here in the fourth. One on a 453-foot home run by Joe Adell. We go to the 5th inning. The Angels lead it 4-0. I don't think Gibson's as much of a mistake, Chilo, because we signed Gibson in the middle of spring training because of all the injuries. Grayson Rodriguez had just gone down. You know, the free agent market at that point had pretty much dried up. We were probably looking for a guy to not necessarily take over a spot in the rotation, but just be more of a stopgap solution until the guys we want in there get healthy. And I think they looked at Gibson as the guy that kind of fit all that criteria, plus his familiarity with the team. Yeah, I'm sure they also had it in the back of their minds that maybe Gibson is, not going to be as effective as he once was, getting up there in age and what have you. But I don't think it's as big of a bust as the Morton signing. I don't think it's close. First of all, he's only getting paid 1/3 of the money. Secondly, he's already had one game where he's at least kind of kept us in the game, which is something Morton hasn't done once. Now, is it going to wind up being a helpful addition, Kyle Gibson? So far, it's not looking like it. It's not looking like a helpful addition, but was it a giant swing and a miss? I don't think so. I think based on what our needs were, when it happened, what was available. Again, the familiarity there with Gibson and him willing to take on a role where he knows that, when everybody's healthy, he's probably not in this rotation. I don't think it was a terrible signing. It's just bad results. Here's Heston Kjerstad. Morton was a terrible signing. 1-0 to Kjerstad, hit on the ground to second. Renifo, double clutches, still able to throw to first in time, 1 away. Yeah, and Gibson's also gotten positive feedback about his clubhouse presence, so you got that as well. Although right now, I don't know how much that's helping. So all that for $5 million, it may not wind up being worth the money that's spent, but it's not the worst $5 million bust if it winds up being a bust. 1-0 to Rivera. That pitch is low and away, 2-0. And Axminster is absolutely right. Kochanowicz tonight. If we just sat there and took pitches, we'd be doing a whole lot better than we have so far. There's a called strike, 2-1 on Rivera. That's a called strike at the bottom of the zone. Count even up at 2-2. Pitch. Oh my God, they ring him up. Rivera rung up on a bad call.
Why don't you wake up and smell what you shoveling?
Pitch was outside.
Why don't you wake up and smell what you shoveling? Why don't you wake up and smell what you shoveling? Why don't you wake up and smell what you shoveling?
Rivera muttering to himself back to the dugout. 2 down here in the 5th for Mateo. Well, at least Mateo's bat gets out of the way, and we'll have the leadoff man up for the next inning. Silver linings, folks. Silver linings. Fouled off of Mateo at the plate, 1-1. So once again, folks, we got a day game coming up tonight, but it's super late. That's right. So I think for me it starts like 3 o'clock in the morning. So I guess I will be wearing something else. I guess I need to go to bed tonight, by about 9 o'clock? Wake up about 2. Here's a ground ball to short. Neto over to first in time, inning over. The Orioles bats are still asleep. We can't do anything against Kochanowicz. Kochanowicz? Why do we make every nobody pitcher look like an ace? How many pitchers this season facing us have put up their best pitching line of the season? I'm telling you right now, opponents, they look at their schedule and if they see us coming up, they're licking their chops. Gotta do better. Torpedo bats. Shoot. We need a Thanos bat. All right, well, at least this Jay's coming together. Hey, folks, this game brought to you by Bacon Strips.
Bacon! Bacon! Where's the bacon? I smell bacon! 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 Gotta be bacon! Only one thing smells like bacon! That's bacon! 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 There! From that bag! What's it say? I can't read! Please! Please! Give me what's in the bag! Chewy, yummy, smoky bacon!
There you go.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. No, 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 no. It's bacon!
No, it's Bacon Strips, brand dog snack from Purina. Bacon Strips. Dogs don't know it's not bacon.
It's bacon!
You know, that ad would be so funny if you just replaced the word bacon with crystal meth.
Bacon! Bacon! Where's the bacon? I smell bacon! 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 Gotta be bacon! Only one thing smells like bacon! That's bacon! 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 There! From that bag! What's it say? I can't read! Please! Please! Give me what's in the bag! Chewy, yummy, smoky bacon!
There you go.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. No, 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 no. It's bacon!
Want to know on Nolan Shanwell, beginning the bottom of the 5th. Gibson out here. Just threw his 62nd pitch of the night. And the next pitch is outside, 2-0 on Shanwell. He's 1 for 2. Shanwell, a big supporter of the Sham Wow. That one's low. 3-0. Come on, Gibby. Leadoff man, falling behind 3-0. Pitch. There's a strike, bottom of the zone. Folks, I used to be a professional moil. Did you know that? Professional moil. Don't believe me? Look at this. See that? Cut that tip right off. All right. Full count on Well. Pitch number 67 on the night from Gibson. The payoff to Well. Here it comes. Hit in the air to left and down for a base hit. Leadoff single for the Angels. How much longer are we going to go with Gibson if we're going to allow ourselves any hope to get back into this ball game? It's not like we can use our highest leverage guys tonight anyway. Bautista pitched last night. Cano threw a lot of pitches last night, so they're both unavailable. So if we're down 4 runs and you want to go to some new arms, we got some low leverage guys available here. 1-0 to Moncada is fouled back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Spark that thing. You want me to spark up the 200th special lucky of the channel?
I mean, you know I'm a Lucky Strike fan from way back, so.
Looks like Yohan Moncada is being tended to by the trainer about something. Not sure what, but whatever it is, this appears to be in the lower half of his body. A look on this last swing. Might be an oblique issue, a lat issue, something there in that midsection. Moncada will resume the at-bat with a 1-1 count. Runner at first, nobody out. Pitch number 70 on the night from Gibson. Low for ball 2. Zach Eflin coming back tomorrow afternoon for Game 3. 2-1. Had the plate and gets the call. It looked a little bit low, but we get the call. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Colin Selby. Talk about low leverage, guys. There you go. He's up. Ciano Perez appears to be stretching behind him. So there's your lefty low leverage option. Pitch inside, full count. I think that's how Hyde is going to approach this. He used his best bullpen guys to get the win last night. He wants to keep them ready for tomorrow and try to get the series win with Eflin pitching. With Gibson tonight, down 4. It's a little bit of a concession, but it's also thinking big picture. He wants to win 2 out of 3, but it's got to work. Tomorrow we have to win. If we don't win tomorrow, then this plan has not bared any fruit for us. Payoff pitch is outside. We got to get Gibson out of the game. Another walk. 2 on, nobody out. Brandon Hyde is just stroking his chin hairs. Not moving yet. Here comes Drew French. Stall tactic. Come on. BW is about to light up his 200th consecutive. By the way, we're in the bottom of the 5th. This is an official game. So guess what? 200.
Baltimore, you are seeing history being made today.
Come on, folks. When I started this channel up, people said I was nuts. You're nuts, BW. You'll never keep it up. Oh, you'll be like everybody else. You'll start something, and then you'll just kind of fizzle out. You're not going to want to get up at 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning every single day, turn your life upside down, and you're definitely going to give up once the Orioles start playing badly, playing in last place. Half the team injured. Fans are going nuts. None of it matters, folks. 200 on the road to 2,000. I don't give a damn. As long as I've got internet connection, a chair to sit in, and a mic to talk in, a lucky to smoke. Let's go. 2-0 on Taylor Ward. After that pitch is outside, Gibson is still in the ball game, falling behind another batter. There's a called strike one. Well, Janet, I would love to get something like that, but can we name it anything other than Tushy Cushion? That sounds horrible. That pitch is low. We got a 3-1 count on Ward. Nobody out. 2 men on already on base already. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. And that's ball 4. Get him out of the game. Get him. Thank you, Brandon. What made you think he was suddenly going to turn things around with that last batter? Now you've made it bases loaded, nobody out. Call to the bullpen. Too late. Jeez Louise. Well, you know, I thought Gibby looked pretty good out there. Unfortunately, he gave up the long ball. And I just want to give him a chance to work out of it, and you know, the veteran that he is, and I know he really wants to help this team, and yeah, okay. Any reason yeah. Time to kick out the jams. Hey, folks. I don't mean to sound, what do you call it? Ungrateful. But tonight's streamathon to help the stream keep the lights on after a difficult beginning of the season. And I was projected to get to 5,000 subs this season. Folks, if we get to 4,000, I think it's going to be a miracle. A lot of the projections have taken a massive hit, whether or not it has anything to do with the success of the team or something I screwed up with the algorithm. I don't know. Maybe just my personality stinks. But for whatever the reason, unfortunately, trying to map out when this channel is going to get to the level where things are comfortable is going to take longer than originally thought at the end of last season. So that's why we're doing this. And again, I hope you guys don't think I'm a bit of a scumbag for doing it. Colin Selby is on with the bases loaded, nobody out. I'm sure he's really happy to get a chance to pitch in this spot. Logan O'Hoppe, 0-1 the count on him. Sean Well at third, Moncada at second, and Ward at first. There's a ball hit back to second, and going to the plate with it is Holiday to get the force. Holiday could have turned two, but I think he understood we could not afford to give up another run if we can afford to not do it. So 1 out, it's still 4-0. We still need a double play. Let's hope this was the right play by Holiday. Algorithm has buried me. You're subscribed and you still have to search. I don't know what I did wrong. I don't know what I did wrong. Luis Renifo has a strike. He's up there, bases loaded, 1 out. That ball's hit on the ground and off the glove. And a diving play by Mountcastle to get to the bag at first in time for the 2nd out, but a run does come in to score. RBI ground out. Moncada crosses the plate. It is 5-0 Angels. 2 down in the 5th. Runners at 2nd and 3rd. So, Janet, you're saying that you have to, like, work harder to find my stuff on YouTube than last year? That's pretty rough. Pretty rough. Ron Washington is out to talk about something with the umpire. That sucks, man. Why? What did I do? I mean, other than taking the time off, what did I do? All I did was upgrade the channel to look better. Now it's in HD. It wasn't in HD before. Now there's information. There's scrolling text. There's news. There's out-of-town scores. There's information galore. And the algorithm said no because what? Baseball isn't on 12 months a year? Algorithm hates smoking. Well, I've been doing that the whole time. So, I don't know. Now Brandon Hyde has something he wants to talk about. Maybe he's asking the umpire, why didn't I take Gibson out a batter earlier than I did? I do have hashtags in a description, and I know that the top 3 hashtags have extra importance, and I made sure to go back and look at the hashtags I was using last year to make sure that they're the same. They are. Hashtag Baltimore Orioles, hashtag live, hashtag play-by-play. Those are the top 3. And then number 4 is like hashtag MLB. After that, you know, whatever. We'll see. Joe Adele at the plate, 2 on, 2 out. He's got a 1-1 count. He had a home run his last time up. Needless to say, anything here, and this game's going to be out of reach if it isn't already. That pitch is low and away, 2-1 the count. Okay, good. What if I smoke a ham live on air? Will that help? Ground ball, third base, Rivera. Over to first, in time, inning over. But the Angels keep adding on. The lead continues to grow. We still haven't scored a run, and we haven't even really come close. So say what you want about a less than impressive outing from Kyle Gibson. The fact of the matter is, 5 innings through, the team is yet to score. Derek, that hasn't changed since last season either. Really, the only variables that have changed, one is the fact that I started a channel that was streaming basically every day, calling the games. The channel started to grow only about a week in. It started to grow at a nice rate. It went from hundreds of people to thousands of people quickly. And maybe averaged in the 2,000 to 3,000 range up until about the All-Star break. The channel then became monetized once we hit 1,000 subscribers. And the numbers just continued to go up. By the time we got into August, September, even though the team wasn't doing all that well, our average views are up to 4,000, 5,000. And that all gets added into the ad revenue that this channel makes. And those are the only ways this channel earns. One is through ad revenue, and the other is through donations from you guys. So if I'm relying heavily on ad revenue only, and right now the turnouts are about 35% the size of an average turnout last year, then you're only getting about 35% of what was already, a pretty humble amount of ad revenue. Basically, you're talking about a guy that went from making about $20 a game, who's now down to making about $8 a game, $7 a game. It's not easy to get by on that, folks. That's just the truth. You know as much as I do about the health of the channel. Here is Jackson Holliday, top of the sixth. First pitch is fouled back. So I do have one potential solution, but it's going to take time, and I have no idea if it's going to help at all. But I'll talk to you about that in a sec. I did plan on making this announcement for the 200th game call. By the way, Kochanowicz is still out there in the sixth inning. I'm sure it's the deepest he's ever gone as a starter. Seems to be the case for a lot of pitchers against us. There's a called strike to Holliday, 1-2. Holliday had that hit back in the first inning to begin the ball game. He's also drawn a walk. He's been on base both times. And here he is leading off again in the sixth. Fouls this pitch back. Still 1-2. So, folks, my thinking is, well, I'm going to have to somehow provide content on this same channel during the off season, because if YouTube is going to punish me for taking time off, I can't afford to go through that again for another season. So I need off-season content. Here is a ground ball by Holliday to first, a flip to the pitcher covering, and Jackson's retired for the first time tonight. So, after doing a little bit of reflection about what is it I could talk about, because, if I get on here and just do a podcast-style thing about Orioles baseball on a nearly everyday basis during the winter months, nobody's going to tune in for that. There's only so much you can talk about, and most of that would be speculation. And honestly, folks, I need the off-season to, get mentally, recovered from doing a full season and going through all the what should we do's and all that. I need a break from that. I can't spend my winter talking about it. So the other idea was, like Michael just mentioned, well, there's always football. Here's an 0-1 pitch in the dirt to Rutschman, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out in the top of the sixth, bases empty, 5-0 Angels. So, yeah, I did call a couple of football games on here just for a, just to see how it would go. But there's a couple of reasons why I'm not going to do that. This pitch is off the plate, 2-1. First of all, again, I feel like if you're going to do what I'm doing here on YouTube and cover a team, you should dedicate it all to one team, one sport, because if you're doing something beyond that, then you're not 100% invested in something. 2-2 on Rutschman. And once again, my scoreboard's acting up. It's 5-0 Angels. The other thing is with football, you got that bleed over in September. There's going to be days on Sundays where the Orioles and the Ravens, or Orioles and Commanders, are both playing at the same time. And once again, baseball for me, top priority. So can't really do the NFL. Want to keep it Orioles themed. Want to do something maybe a little bit offbeat and a chance to maybe a more of a comedy style show like I used to do on my other channel. This pitch is low. Full count on Rutschman. Here's a bugle. Full count on Adley. 1 out. Payoff pitch. Swung on and popped up. Out of play, though. Still 3-2. So the solution, folks, I play MLB The Show on my PlayStation 4, and it's one of only 2 games I ever really play anymore at my age. I play FIFA, the soccer game, and I play MLB The Show. That's it. I play my football/soccer, and I play my baseball. Payoff pitch is grounded up the middle, backhanded by the shortstop Neto over to first in time. Rutschman's 0 for 3. Another quiet night at the plate for Adley. 2 down, bases empty in the 6th. So, knowing that one popular category of content out there on the internets is live gameplay, the idea is that BW is going to become the GM of the Orioles. There's a ground ball base hit by Gunnar into left. Gunnar has been going opposite field a lot, taking advantage of that wide open space with the shift on. A 2-out single for Gunnar. So, yeah, people do live gameplay on Twitch and other platforms, but you can do it on YouTube as well. All you got to do is hook it up. So the plan for me is to start a season and go through an entire Orioles season, 162 games. And the way I'm going to do it is to play 2 games a night. These games normally take 40 to 45 minutes. So you're talking about an hour and a half, give or take, on a stream. And it'll be a doubleheader every game. That'll be 81 streams over the course of the off season, which fits in just about right to where I'm on probably 5 nights a week and giving myself Christmas and whatever off. Here's a line drive down the left field corner. That is a fair ball. And hitting third, coming home is Gunnar. We've got a 2-out RBI double, and the Orioles are finally on the board. Is that O'Hearn turning in? No, it's Ryan Mountcastle. Mountie. It's 5-1. All right, 5-1. And what is going on with this scoreboard? I don't know. Gunnar running hard all the way. That's the plan, folks. I start up a franchise with the Orioles on the video game, and I get to be the GM. I will get the latest roster, whatever the Orioles roster is at the end of the season. I get to make whatever trades I want. I get to move players up and down how I want, set lineups the way I would, tell Charlie Morton to take a hike when it's my decision, and we're going to go through a whole season. And, you know, it won't be a play-by-play kind of thing where I'm sitting there playing the game and actually calling it. It'll be more of a casual hangout. The chat will be up here next to me while I'm looking at the game. When I get a chance to look over, we can interact. Swing and a miss by Ryan O'Hearn. It is 0-2 on him. 2 down, runner at second base. The Orioles with a run in.
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
And, folks, you know my personality. You know I'm a little bit of a... That pitch is low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. You know I'm a little bit of an oddball. I like to crack jokes and just, you know, talk off the cuff about whatever. So I'll get to do that while playing the game. You get it all, folks. You get some Orioles content. You get to see an Orioles team run the way I would do it. And you get some of that BW personality that you've all come to love all throughout the winter. Does it sound like a good idea, folks? If it does, give me a thumbs up. Let me know. 2-2 pitches low and in on O'Hearn. We got a full count. All I got to do is go back to my friend who helped me set up the look for this channel and figure out how to do all the setups for streaming video games. That's ball 4 to O'Hearn, folks. A 2-out walk.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
And here comes Ron Washington. That should do it for Kochanowicz. Washington points to the pin. Kochanowicz on 95 pitches. Comes out 1 out short of a quality start. A 2 out in the 6th. They're bringing in a right-hander. Okay. Angels are bringing in a righty. All right. Go ahead. Mullins is due up.
Well said, now you know what to do.
Now, in terms of, channel revenue that would be generated from doing this off-season content, I'm not expecting much revenue at all, okay? If I got 20 people watching that kind of stuff, 30 people, that's probably somewhere in the realm of realistic, although there is always a chance that with that kind of content, a whole new audience might show up. But let's be honest, gaming, at least as far as content goes online, is typically reserved for the younger crowd. But I'm going to put my own little spin on it as the middle-aged schmuck that I am. So if you're a middle-aged schmuck like me, I think you're going to enjoy it. Even if you don't particularly check out video gaming content, this particular one I'm going to do, I think, for you guys, it's going to be right up your alley. Just so you know, though, I'm playing MLB The Show 24, which is 1 year behind. The latest version of the game is only available on a PS5, which I do not have and cannot afford. But with the way rosters can be downloaded and customized, all I got to do is go in and download the latest roster, and the teams will be as accurate as they are in real life. Am I boring you guys? Hector Neris is on in relief, and I'm happy to see him because he has not been good so far this season. Began the season on the Braves. They cut him. The Angels have picked him up. And he's got a very large ERA. 2 on and 2 out for Mullins, folks. Cross your fingers.
Well said, now you know what to do.
We need a big hit. Pitch. In there on a splitter for strike 1. I can't afford a PS5 right now, Ozman. Plus, I'd have to buy the game. I've already got this game. And I've already got this console. Swing and a miss. Another splitter from Neris. 0-2 on Mullins. Neris means nose in Spanish. Hector knows. Hopefully Hector knows how to blow a 4-run lead. 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground, foul. I'll do it again. All right, I guess the scoreboard isn't going to fix itself. I was waiting for maybe it to just fix itself, but it's not. So I'm going to have to go in here and do some surgery. Stand by. Why you always messing with me? The 0-2 to Mullins. Outside and high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. All right, so we got that one in there. Boom. Now we got to work on this one. Another pitch up and away. 2-2 now, the count on Mullins. Folks. Scoreboard's running. Come on, folks. Thanks, Janet. I will do that right after this AB. Thanks for the reminder. A splitter that started shoulder high and drops into the top of the zone for a called strike 3. Mullins goes down looking with runners on base. His woes continue. The Orioles get a run, but we're going to have to average more than 1 per inning to get back into this one. On to the bottom of the 6th, 5-1 Angels. And yeah, time for a refresh. Refresh, it's refresh. Exciting. It's so exciting to me, yeah. Refresh, I refresh. Exciting. All right. Refreshed. Folks, can you find it in your heart? Can you find it in your heart? We've had some support tonight through the Ko-Fi website. Things have dried up now for about an hour or so. I hope we're not done. We really do need a little bit more help over here at BirdWatcher headquarters. If you can find it in your heart, please visit this website right here, ko-fi.com/birdwatcher. Right there in the chat. Janet's got it. Again, folks, it's not an obligation. It's just a request. And I would not be doing this unless I felt like it needed to be done. Because I'm now recalibrating the projections for this channel. It's going to take 1 additional season to get into that safety zone. I thought maybe by the end of year 2, going into year 3, I would be at that point. But now it's going to be the end of 3 years, it would seem. A 3-year commitment. And I will eat ramen noodles for 3 years if that's what it takes. I just got to be able to afford the ramen noodles. Kyron Paris swing and a miss, and his helmet falls off. Colin Selby's still out here on the mound for Baltimore. And the Angels hitters, not the first time one has had a helmet come falling off after a swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. It is strike 2. Something about bees?
Oh, no, not the bees! Not the bees! Ah! Oh, my eyes! Eyes! Ah!
2 balls, 2 strikes on Paris. Fermin, a right-hander getting loose for the Angels. Pitch off the plate. Full count. There's really no reason to go to a full count on a batter like this. No good reason. This pitch is popped up into center field right at Mullins. 1 away. It's Saturday Night Live. Folks, it's 11:30. I think Saturday Night Live is coming on the air right now. Starring Doug Noble, Michael Mertig, Janet Hill, Baxter Ray, Alberto Casamayor, musical guest, Fish, and your host, BW. Ladies and gentlemen, BW. Hey everybody, all right, how you doing tonight? Oh, I am so happy and honored to be hosting Saturday Night Live, folks. Glad to be here. 1-2 pitch, called strike 3. Lugo strikes out.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Musical guest, the Divinals. Here's Zach Neto. That pitch is low. 1-0 on Neto. 2 down, bases empty, bottom of the 6th. 5-1 Angels. I hear you, Spurger. I used to have a roommate who was a Fish fan. Drove me crazy. Here's a called strike, 1-1. One from Selby. Low and away. I need a lucky. Maybe I'll just have a special lucky. Up and in, and the count is now 3-1. Three and 1 the count on Neto. And that's ball 4. A 2-out walk. Oh, those 2-out walks. Hey, you guys ever see that clip of is it Ashley Simpson? Remember Ashley Simpson? Jessica. First of all, I don't know why we should be remembering Jessica Simpson, but whatever. She had a sister that, through nepotism and what have you, gets like a major music contract and career just dropped in her lap with zero talent or hard work ever put in. And then she goes on Saturday Night Live, and the band starts playing some song. It's not the right song. They start playing the wrong vocal tracks because she's not there to actually sing, because she can't actually sing. She also got roasted like within a week. I think she performed a halftime show at a college bowl game. I think it was the Orange Bowl. And man, that entire stadium of like 70,000 people booed the hell out. You've never seen a career hit the crapper as quickly and as deservingly as Ashley Simpson. Yeah, after the, at the end of SNL when everybody's on the stage and the host is like, hey, I want to thank everybody. It was Jude Law hosting that show. And Ashley's standing next to him. And he's like, Ashley, you want to say something? And Ashley's like, yeah, I just want to explain earlier, the band, they started playing the wrong song. And I didn't really know what to do. So I just started doing a little jig and danced around a bit. She basically threw her band under the bus. When really the whole thing was she was there to lip sync and she couldn't even just adjust. Not even talented enough to adjust to the situation and just sing something. Man, she stunk. Here is Nolan Shanwell, 2 down with Cino Perez on the mound. Runner at first base. Next pitch just missed the outside corner at the knees. 1-1 the count. Perez has just given up 1 earned run in his last 4 appearances, 3 innings of work. That pitch is low and away, 2-1 the count. There was another Simpson. Oh, yeah. Heroin, Frank. Heroin. Oh, that's a pretty tall order there, Nordberg. You're probably going to have to give me about a week on that. No, heroin, Frank. Three and 1 on Nolan Shanwell. Pitch. Check swing foul, 3-2. Raccoon video that went viral. Maybe? I've seen my share of raccoon videos, but if it just went viral this week, maybe not. What's the gist? Or is telling me the gist make it worth not watching? Do I need to watch? Is there a big surprise? That is ball 4. Cino Perez comes in to face a lefty with 2 down and walks him. That is a tasty joint. Crack Pipe Raccoon. All right. First of all, great name for an album. Didn't Spinal Tap put out an album like that? Yoan Moncada at the plate. First pitch is way outside for ball 1. The 1-0. Low, 2-0. Crack Pipe Raccoon. Make it 3-0. What? No. Ball 4. Back-to-back walks from Perez. He came into the ball game with 2 out already to face a lefty. And now he's walked back-to-back batters. The bases are loaded. All right. We got a mound meeting. It's time to look up Raccoon on Crack. Holy cow, we've got videos. Raccoon holding meth pipe.
Okay. This is what she's smoking meth in. Oh, there's no way.
Put your paws where I can see them. That raccoon named Chewy turned up with a meth pipe in his mouth during a routine traffic stop. Is this for real? The animal wasn't driving. His owner was stopped for allegedly driving with a suspended license. Officers then happened to find more used pipes as well as bulk amounts of meth and cocaine in the car.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Ohio law does let people keep raccoons as pets.
There's the still.
But there's no word on whether Chewy.
There's the still. The raccoon has got this pipe like he's playing a freaking trumpet, like in that band at the bar in Star Wars.
Will be returned to his owner. Dang.
Hopefully not. Well, you know, we were talking about this in commercial. And this
2-0 the count on Ward.
It's actually super sad that that animal is just
was exposed to that kind of stuff.
Oh, don't go there. Actually, it's it's super sad. It's super sad, because stop it. You are exploiting something that people are finding funny for your news ratings. But then you're going to drop pump the brakes, folks. It's still kind of sad. That's an animal. Well, which is it? If you really felt that way, don't show the video. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I can't stand phony, giving a shit. I can't stand that. Here's a called strike. It looks like Perez got an extra inch. On the outside, the count is 2-2. Bases loaded, 2 down. Taylor Ward at the plate, and obviously, if he comes through with anything here, we're done. Inside full count, so this has gone as far as it can go. As far as it can go. 2 down, bases loaded, 3-2. The count, the pitch, called strike 3. Sit down.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
You lazy bum. You wanted an easy RBI ball 4. Well, you didn't get it. You should have swung. Now go grab some pine. We go to the 7th, 5-1. Bad guys.
But remember the movie Cocaine Bear?
I never saw it.
There's going to be a...
Remember the movie Cocaine Bear? Is there anything worse than local news anchors? Unless, of course, you're talking about legends like Don Scott and Marty Bass. You got some legends. But in general, especially when you're futzing around on YouTube, watching compilations of epic newscast fails and what have you. Just so many. You've seen Cocaine Bear, right? This is like Cocaine Raccoon. Raccoon caught. I love how it says caught. Like, what? The raccoon's going to jail? First of all, if there is reincarnation, may I come back as a raccoon? Because apparently you can befriend a meth addict and travel around doing meth and crack and coke. And guess what? Even if you get caught, there's no punishment. Hey there, Rhino. How you doing? I gotta clear my throat. The algorithm will not like the drug talk. Oh well. Hey, algorithm. Blow me. Late night with the devil. Vermeen on the pitch. Kerstad up to hit. The Orioles trail by 4. Check swing foul by Kjerstad. He barely moved the bat and somehow fouled it off. Kjerstad finding new ways to fall behind in the count. That one's low, 1-1. Rhino, you got any games going on tonight? Another check swing foul by Kjerstad, and I think he wants to say that got him on the hand. And here comes Brandon Hyde. Kjerstad's like, that got me. And the umpires are able to review this, apparently. Brandon says, I want to review. And they're going to take a look at this. So a question of whether or not Kjerstad was hit by the pitch or if the ball got the bat first. Oh, you know what it is? It's catcher's interference. Oh, it's absolutely catcher's interference. The bat is stuck in the catcher's glove. The glove is actually gripping the bat. Absolutely. Give him first base. Let's go. How is this? This is the most egregious catcher's interference. The catcher reached out with his glove and chomped down on the bat. How the hell is that not getting in the way? I'll be right back while they figure this out. Crazy stuff in Anaheim. All right, we just lost a challenge because the umpire explains the ball made contact with the bat before the bat made contact with the glove. Therefore, that contact was meaningless. Two and two on Kjerstad. That ball's fouled away. Another foul ball, still 2 and 2 on Kjerstad. Leading off the top of the 7th. King BW back with you. Low, full count. Come on, we need base runners. Payoff pitch. Popped up. Shallow center. Paris with the catch. 1 away. The Orioles have been out hit tonight 7-4 so far. And it's even worse in the runs department. 5-1 the score here. Swing and a miss by Emmanuel Rivera.
Release the Kraken.
1 out, nobody on in the top of the 7th. Rivera 0 for 2 tonight. Pitch is high, 1-1. Fouled away, 1 ball, 2 strikes. So tomorrow, folks, game number 201 for me. Game number 39 on the season for Baltimore. It'll be a late afternoon start. That ball's lined. Base hit into left field. Rivera. That average continues to be impressive. Another hit tonight. 1 for 3. 1 out single. So tomorrow's game will start. The stream will start at, what will that be? About 4. What is that? 3:55? Is that what I got it set up for? 3:55 p.m.? Here's Jorge Mateo. First pitch is ball 1. He walked tonight. 0 for 1 otherwise. Swing and a miss. 1-1 the count. That ball's lifted foul and out of play. 2 strikes on Mateo. Charlie Morton is up in the bullpen for some reason. Outside, 2-2. Two pitch. Check swing. Did he go? He did. Mateo strikes out on a pitch low and outside. 2 down. Sir Anthony Dominguez is up as well. Here is Jackson Holiday back to the top of the order. 1 for 2 with a walk. Takes outside for ball 1. That ball's lifted out of play. 1-1 the count. So yeah, I think I left it out of the info screen to make room. So yeah, tomorrow, folks, be back here tomorrow at swing and a foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Holiday. First pitch is at 4:07 p.m. Eastern. I'll be on the air at 3:55 p.m. Okay? 3:55 p.m. Back here tomorrow. Which for me will be 2:55 in the morning. Should be fun. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Holiday down on strikes, and this inning is over. It is stretch time in Anaheim. The Orioles are once again struggling to put runs on the board. Kyle Gibson didn't have a good start, but once again, it's the bats that are telling the story, and it's not a good one. There's still time left. Got to hold on to hope, folks. Sometimes hope is all you got. It got Andy Dufresne through about 25 years of Shawshank. It can get us through this. In the meantime, folks, how about you throw some cakes on the griddle? Get them cakes up in the chat, folks.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
Thanks again to those who have supported the channel tonight. We've had four supporters. Charlie Morton is on the pitch. Oh, boy.
That's right. We can't have anyone freak out there, okay? We've got to keep our composure. We've come too far. There's too much to lose. We've got to keep our composure.
First pitch is a strike. One and one the count. Two and one the count. Folks, what better night to celebrate than a night where Kyle Gibson starts, Charlie Morton in relief, and Jorge Mateo in the lineup? Well, as I say that, Mateo catches a line drive right at him for out number one. Mateo left his feet to make that catch. Luis Renifo coming up next. Takes a called strike on the outside edge. And he was right at him. He still had the time to jump. Swing and a miss on a curveball from Morton. I wish I was able to say that sentence more often this season. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Morton with a strikeout.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Oh, you guys don't want me on the screen, do you? So far, with me not on the screen, Morton's gotten 2 outs. Pitch outside to Adele. A 1-0 pitch. Low and away, 2-0. My dimples are doing just fine. Thank you very much. 2-0 is foul back. I'm going to have to go to a cosmetic surgeon and get my dimples filled in. This has gone too far. 2-1 on Adele. Fouled off Adele's foot, 2-2. No! I felt the Darth Vader in that response. They still got a bucket of cookies in the Masson broadcast booth. Pitch inside, full count. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. A swing and a miss on a curveball. What's going on?
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Is this real life? Hi, everybody. We go to the 8th inning, down 4. Down 4. Oh, wow. Okay. Whew. Yeah, tonight's going to be pretty interesting, folks. I'm not going to lie. We got an off day on Monday, right? Off day Monday before starting a homestand against the Twins. So I will have some time to recover, but I'm going to be very excited to have Zach Eflin pitching tomorrow. Other than that, there's a chance that my body is going to be in pretty rough shape. I'm going to try to get some sleep in. But this could be a rough one. After that, though, we're going to be good for a week. A solid week. No problem. For some reason, next Sunday, home game against the Nationals, we're once again playing at 4 o'clock. I don't get it. Why 4 o'clock? Why not 1 o'clock? All right, it's going to be Rutschman, Henderson, and Mountcastle here in the top of the 8th inning. Rutschman is 0 for 3. And he hits this one to center field and pretty deep. Going to stay in the yard, though. Caught out there on the track by Paris for out number 1. Got a new pitcher out here for the Angels, a lefty, or no, he's a righty, fellow by the name of Zephyrjan, which sounds like something I should consult my doctor about. What are the side effects of Zephyrjan? Folks, if Zephyrjan persists for more than 36 hours, consult your doctor immediately. Swing and a miss, 1-1 on Gunner. Wow. Zephyr John has struck out 47% of batters faced and has walked 4%. That is ridiculous ratio. I just heard Kevin Brown say it. That ball's hit on the right side to Renifo. Gunners retired 4-3 on the ground out. 2 away in the 8th. The Orioles are running out of time. 4 outs left to play with, down 4 runs. Ryan Mountcastle's got 2 hits tonight. A rare bright spot in the lineup tonight. RBI, he's driven in the only run. 1 pitch grounder to third, and that'll do it. 3 very quick outs. Not a whole lot of life in these Oriole hitters. Bottom of the 8th coming up, still 5-1 LA. Boy. Folks, sometimes you just gotta... What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? 5-pitch inning. 5 pitches. Does that sound... no, 6 is fine. No need to apologize. 6 is still ridiculous. 2 per batter. You're down 4 runs. You got Adley. You got Gunner. You got the heart of the order up. And it's like they're like, let me just swing at everything and hopefully it'll make contact and then maybe the ball will go somewhere good. I don't know. Nobody's locked in. Lock in. This is how baseball works. This is the big leagues. It takes maximum effort and focus. You can't half-ass it when you go up there to hit. You can't. Got to have a plan. You got to adjust if the plan needs to be adjusted. Eight, 9, and 1 hitters coming up for the Angels. Oh, wow. There is a report coming in on Oriole owner David Rubenstein. Called strike to Paris with Charlie Morton out here to pitch one more inning of work. Curveball. That's called a strike. That was 5 inches low. Wow. That's about as low of a called strike as you're going to find. Umpire completely missed that one. Oh, 2. Yes, I mean, that one was a strike. How was that last pitch a ball? But that's not, or whatever. I guess things have evened up. It's a ball and 2 strikes, fouled back. $15 million mop-up man, Charlie Morton. He is the highest paid mop-up man in baseball. That's right, folks. The Orioles decided to splurge. We wanted the best mop-up man out there. Two and 2 the count. Pitch. Popped up. Right field. Kerstad. I'm sorry, Ryan O'Hearn out there in right field makes the catch. One away for Lugo. Called a strike on a curveball from Morton. Oh, 1 pitch foul back. Lugo had that triple back in the 4th inning. 1 for 3. Oh, 2. Hit on the ground. Holiday at second. Over to first in time. 2 away. Zach Neto will come up 5th time through the order now. 1 for 3 with a walk is Neto. He takes low and away for ball 1. Morton's ERA is under 9, folks.
Baltimore, you are seeing history being made today.
That's a called strike. That is so low, Blue. What are you doing? One and one the count. Outside. Two 1 pitch. Swung on and fouled off. All right, one more strike takes us to the 9th. We're down 4 runs. It's looking like we're going for a rubber game tomorrow with Zach Eflin on the mound. We have to win that game. We have to win this series. It would have been nice to clinch it tonight, but we got to win it tomorrow. I will not tolerate a loss tomorrow. Just off the plate, full count. Two down, bases empty, payoff pitch to Neto. That ball is inside out, swung down the right field corner, foul. Another payoff pitch. That one's hit in the air to right. O'Hearn is there. The inning is over. And we are on to the 9th inning, folks. We are down by a salami. Here we go. So, tonight's 200th consecutive call celebration is drawing to a close, folks. It's one last opportunity for BW to plead with the bird watchers out there. If you have it in you, do think about supporting the channel tonight. I promise you, this is something that I won't pester you about for another 100 games. Okay? Just trying to make up for some lost time. For those who have supported tonight, thank you very much. And if you want to show support simply by hitting the like button or subscribing, if you haven't done that already, that's fine too. If you want to help out by just telling somebody you know about the channel, that's all well and good. Doesn't have to be monetary, folks. But this is a SOS, a cry for help for the BirdWatcher channel. We're going to survive. We're going to get through this, okay? It's just stormy weather right now. Ain't nothing I can't handle. We're going to get through this. Just like the team. It don't look good right now. But, you know. It's going to get better. I think I got a button for that. Today will be remembered by me as the day a bird defecated on Kevin Brown. So on this date in Orioles history, Kevin Brown had a bird crap on him, apparently. Left-hander Brock Burke is on to finish things for the Angels. Ramon Laureano is going to come up to pinch hit for Ryan O'Hearn, and he takes ball one. Next pitch is a strike on the outside edge. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I want to thank Garrett Family Aquatics, George Malizia, Chilo Chidone, Daniel, and Coconut Gun for their support tonight. This ball's hit to right center field. That ball is going to hit off the wall. It's a home run. It's over the yellow line. Bye-bye birdie. Folks, it's one of those weird yellow line home runs that makes it a bad call sometimes, but Ramon Laureano broke the scoreboard with a ball that landed just above the yellow line and right. It's 5-2.
Baltimore, you are seeing history being made today.
What is that hat? What is that 3-cornered hat? Is this a new thing in the celebration? Pocket watch. KPK, whoa, boom, boom. A couple of booms. Popped up by Mullins.
Message for you, son. Message for you, son.
Pocket watch says, happy anniversary, BW. Thank you so much, Pocket. I enjoy calling these games and building up this community, and I'm glad you're a part of it. Thanks so much. KPK33X says if they could score this many runs per game. And do you mean 5, as in the $5 super chat? Yep, 5 would at least tie it up tonight. Thanks so much, KPK33X.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
And to Pocket Watch, thanks, guys.
And I want to thank you very much for that.
Here is a ground ball back to the pitcher,
really
Mullins. Will be retired for the first out in the 9th on a ball hit about 4 feet. So a 3-cornered hat. Like a leather 3-cornered. Ryan Lust. Hold on, folks.
Message for you, son.
They're flooding in.
Message for you, son. Message for you, son.
A reminder once again, folks, the website Ko-Fi /BirdWatcher, these super chats, if they went over there, a less percentage of the money taken away like YouTube likes to do. But I can't sit here and tell you guys, however way you want to do it, it's up to you. But I do appreciate it. Another super chat from Ryan. Thank you so much. This 1-1 pitch to Tyler O'Neill is fouled off to the left. 1-2 on O'Neill.
Ahoy there! Anybody home?
Thanks so much, guys. That really makes up for a lot of the nights in the late. They take more than that, Janet. They take more than that. At least from what I can see. Maybe it's different between memberships versus super chats versus stickers versus whatever, but it's only 10% over there on the Ko-Fi website. O'Neill with a high fly ball to right. Adele's got room and makes the catch. 2 down in the 9th. The Orioles trail it by 3. Hey, folks, I know a lot of focus put on the donation thing, but the like button, if you haven't hit that yet, please do. We're only on 77 likes. That's very small for this sort of occasion. This pitch is low and away to Rivera. I guess you can't have it all, right? 1-0 pitch is fouled away. 1 ball, 1 strike. So in case it hasn't been made clear, folks, again, I'm very thankful for the support that has been shown tonight. And I promise I'll, I'll lay off for a few months. Number one thing is I want to run this channel the right way. I want it to, do it ethically. I want everybody to have a chance to have access to all the content I can provide for free. Because I understand what it's like to not be in a position to be able to, throw a couple of bucks at somebody. I know what that's like. Right now. 2-2 on Rivera. 2 down, nobody on in the 9th. Crowd making noise here in Anaheim. That ball is hit out to right field straight away. Right to Adele, and the inning ball game is over. The Orioles grabbed the opener here in Anaheim, but now they have work to do tomorrow after dropping this one tonight. Things started off ominously as Kyle Gibson gave up hits to the first 3 batters he faced. The Angels put a 2 spot on the board in the first inning and never relinquished the lead from that point on. They made it 5-0 before the Orioles would eventually get a run in the 6th and one more here in the 9th on a home run by Ramon Laureano. 5 runs, 7 hits, an error for the Angels. 2 runs on 6 hits, no errors for the Orioles, who now drop back to 10 games below 500 at 14-24. Again, folks, it's a long road back to respectability, and all you can do is take it one series at a time. This series is still up for grabs. Against a team that I feel like if we have any chance of turning things around, we have to beat a team like the Angels in a series. Plain and simple. If you can't beat these guys, we just have to be pretty realistic. Even with the injuries, even with all the other things considered, tomorrow is a must-win, and thankfully Zach Eflin will be on the mound. And hopefully he will provide not just a quality performance on the mound, but a bit of inspiration for the team as well as we get a little bit healthier. He'll be going up against I already forget. Anderson. And we got to go up against another lefty, folks. That's the bad news. You want bad news? I have to break it to you. The Orioles are going up against another lefty starter tomorrow. We have been terrible against lefty starters. The veteran Tyler Anderson has a record of 2-0, a 2.68 ERA, and a whip of just 1.04. So Eflin needs to be on his game, and these bats have got to provide him some run support. There's no other way to win. It's what you have to do. And we're going to have to do it tomorrow. I hope we can do it. I think we can do it. And we have to do it. But for tonight, that is going to wrap things up. Let me see if there's another game I can send you to. Although I doubt it. It's quite late. Hell, it's coming up on 12:30 at night. I think we were the last game on. Everything is over. It's all over, folks. It's all over now. Thank you, Shapoke. Yes, folks. 200 games called in the books. I will just be perfectly honest with you. Just like last season, there was a chance when I had to leave the country, do my visa run, process a new visa for another year. That takes travel time, and you never know what's going to happen with, immigration procedures, I'm going to try to pick a date that makes sense similar to last year, but you only have so much of a window from when your visa ends and when to squeeze in that travel day. Hopefully it'll be during an off day for the Orioles, and I can pull off what I did last year and not miss a game. But there's a chance. I looked ahead at this August and when my visa runs out, and it's going to be tough. But if I can do it, then we'll celebrate 300 somewhere around September, I think. And you know what? After I get that visa, this awful chair, this awful torture chair that I sat through for the first 5 months plus in season 1 and have begun the first month and a half in season 2. Once I get this visa and know that I have another year back here in my, what I like to call home, I will invest in another, I'm going to give it another try. I have to, because this chair is killing my back. So I'm going to give another go at finding a chair fit for BW to sit in, nice and comfy, and won't break. And I hope so, because I can't really drop much more weight than this. I can't shrink. I'm a large dude. But anyway, there's your update, folks. Thanks for hanging out tonight. It's been a late night. Go watch the last 2 Saturday Night Live sketches. I'm going to go get some breakfast, even though it's really lunchtime. And I'll be back on in the middle of the night tonight, tomorrow afternoon for you guys. Come on back. Zach Eflin is pitching just around 4 p.m. Eastern, okay? Until then, folks, where's my buddy? This has been the BirdWatcher and the hat. And you'll probably see the shirt later, too. Same day game. I got to do laundry tomorrow on my off day, so I'm going to get some mileage out of this shirt. Hey, Melanie and Jim are together. Oh, boy. Melanie and Jim. Hey, thank you, Janet. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much, all right? The first 200 games of the channel were a rousing success. Look at what we've done. Look how far we've come. Let's do another 200, and let's start it tomorrow. Until then, folks, this has been the BirdWatcher and the hat, and we'll chirp at you later. Good night, everybody.